friend. This seat up front is available too. It's a good one. Yeah.
No, it's okay. Go ahead. That's all you can see. You would be. I know, you're right.
Okay, sounds like I'm coming out of the speaker there. How's that volume for everybody? Not too loud, not too quiet? Good, good. The engines kind of get a bit louder as we get going, so if you need me to adjust the volume, just let me know. But how are we all doing this morning? Good, thumbs up, fantastic. That is good to hear, my friends. Welcome to Lake Minnewanka. We're so glad to have all of you folks joining us here today aboard the Sandra Lynn. My name is Will. I'll be your guide for the next hour or so as we cruise down the lake. Driving the Sandra Lynn today, we're lucky to have her. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please join me in giving a very warm welcome to the lovely and talented Captain Joel. Outstanding. We want to stay on Captain Joe's good side because she's the one responsible for our safety here today at Lake Minnewanka. So, speaking of safety, I'll just have everyone's attention really quickly for a Transport Canada mandated safety briefing, and then we'll be underway with the cruise. Underneath all of your seats, you will find a few of these. These are your life vests. No need to put them on or do anything, though, unless told to do so by either myself or Captain Joe. To put these on, it's very simple. First, you would just pull on these waist straps at the bottom, like so. Stick your head through the top portion. Doesn't matter which way, as they are reversible. Once your head is through the top portion, this strap here is tied firmly under your chin. These waist straps just wrap around your waist, and then you would tie a nice little bow onto the front, and you're ready to float. For my younger friends joining us, if you weigh less than 90 pounds or 40 kilograms, fear not. We have additional life jackets in here for you. I would distribute those if necessary, and they're put on the exact same way as the adult jackets. While I have this open, would you guys believe me if I said this is one of our emergency exits? We could all crawl down into there and pop out that hatch in the front in the event of an emergency evacuation. 2 other emergency exits on this vessel. All of you. Good. Okay, if you would like as well, yeah, feel free to go onto the back deck at any point throughout the tour, no problem. Just a few rules regarding the back deck. Please no more than 8 people on the back deck at once. Otherwise, our boat kind of tips back too much. It's for stability reasons. As well, when the engines are running, as you move in and out of the back space, just make sure you slide that door shut. Otherwise, the exhaust from the engines kind of gets like sucked into here. It makes for a smelly ride for everyone else. But by all means, feel free. Enjoy that space. No problem at all. Fantastic. Wow, what a beautiful spring day here at Lake Minnewanka. People that have roamed this area. But to start off the tour, I will direct your guys' attention up to the left-hand side of the vessel. If you are to be caught by Parques Canada, even setting foot on that beach, which we're now just about to pass here, you would be risking a fine of up to $20,000. Good way to turn your holiday sour. But why? Because everywhere else along the shores of Lake Minnewanka, us, the public, we're allowed to go there, no problem. So what would make that beach on the other side of that point so special? Why would we not be allowed to go over there? Does anyone want to guess? Or does anyone know? Included. These spear points belong to the Clovis people. Anyone here heard of the Clovis people? So, for those unfamiliar, scientists theorize that the Clovis people were some of the first ever people in North America. Well, what did I just step on? I just broke a 13,000-year-old artifact. Nobody wants to do that, right? So that's why we totally forbid people on that beach over there. And I'm sure other spearheads were found along the shores of the lake, but they were in very high concentration there. So there was likely a settlement or some sort of maybe hunting ground there. That's why they forbid all travel there. Awesome. Another group of people we really like to talk about here on the Minnewanka tour, kind of more modern times, that is, the Stoney Nakoda, home of a few different First Nations, including the Stoney Nakoda First Nation, the Tsuut'ina First Nation, Blackfoot Confederacy, and the Métis District 4 of Alberta. The reason why we do this land acknowledgement here on the cruise, all part of the Sioux Nation. Minnesota. Here's a trickier question. Maybe my American friends in the back know this one. What is the state slogan of Minnesota? Ooh. Tricky one. It is the land of 10,000 lakes. You knew it. Yes, land of 10,000 lakes. Mini translates in English to water. Sota translates in English to many. Minnesota, many waters. The land of 10,000 lakes. Minneapolis, one of the major cities in Minnesota. Minne, water. Apolis is Greek, meaning city. City by the water. Minnewanka. Now you guys know. Minne, it means water. You got it. Wanka, about a few hundred years ago, right? Imagine paddling along Lake Minnewanka in a wooden dugout canoe from a tree. All of a sudden a storm rolls in and you're facing some 7-foot waves. Probably going to ruin your day. Like, why do we get such big waves here on the lake? People onto their feet for several hours after they've been removed. This one in particular, it's been sitting in a slow cooker on our dogs all night, kind of to simulate the effect of a fire. It's still quite hot to the touch. Take it out of the campfire and place it into their bowl they've made in the ground. Then, finally, they take just a little bit of water, maybe from Lake Minnewanka, maybe from the Bow River, and they add it into their bowl. And you guys are smart people. I'm sure you can probably guess what's going to happen as soon as I pour some water onto this very hot piece of limestone. Total silence. Giving you guys an opportunity to hear some of the sounds of nature, just as the Stoney Nakoda people would have before we came and brought the boat tour. Who's staying in Banff as of right now? Yeah, some people are. What is that one noise that happens in Banff every single hour, on the hour? Doesn't matter what time of day it is. It's the CP rail train. Out here in the Minnewanka Valley, it's one of the only places in Banff National Park where we're actually so far removed from the Bow Valley, you can't hear the train. Even if you climb Cascade Mountain, go to the very tippy top of the summit, you can hear way in the distance. But out here, not so much. It's very special, very unique. To get this far out on our hiking trail, which we have on our north shore over here, it takes about 4 or 5 hours of hiking. And you guys got here in 20 minutes. I think you made a better choice. What do you reckon, Captain Joe? 13 seconds until the engines are cool. Any final questions, my friends? Doing good, doing good. So this usually works best if you open your windows. I can help you if, I'll see if I can get it. Yeah, then slide back. Yeah, there you go, nice. And then slide.